Hey, go back to my channel. So you can see Drag Race 2020. Last of which episodes 68, 69, 70. So moving on with the 70 episodes. It finished Pop, Hyunkul, and Mom's fights. So now we're gonna focus on Dai and Hadrar. I didn't look at the title. I mean, I don't normally do that. I did it once. I keep saying that. Look at the title. So I don't know what this episode's called exactly, but we should be looking forward to the fight with them two going forward now. I'm excited to see it. And yeah, without further ado, let's continue. Okay, we got Battle of True Dragons. Oh, well, in the opening, he just like die fighting and then like brought him behind him, which I thought, okay, he's dying, giving him like his strength from along the, you know, side of death, in his spirit. So maybe it's just that about like dragons. There should have been more. I was gonna say like they're fighting, but he really just gave us the straight answer. So it's like that battle. I'm thinking like. Bro does not sound like a dragon. I guess they're right to like separate them out of everyone who would interfere. Of course it's Pop. Oh yeah, the one that was crossed out. I can't think right now, I'm trying to read. Would it just be like that, or is there another word you're gonna say? His kindness and innocence. So the power of his soul is just that? That he's nice? To allow Hyunkul and Crocodile to become. It was really for I don't know. Okay, sure, but I feel like for Crocodile it was like more so Pop, and then Hyunkul was Mom that got them on their side. I'm not trying to like belittle any of Dai's efforts, but if we're really gonna give credit to those coming to our team, it would be Pop and Mom. The dramatic movement. I feel like his Hadar's sword is so awkward to me. Will not. I was gonna say would not let the loser escape or something like that. He came up with another attack or advantage when he was training with Nova. The new stance. Now that's a little bit different. He's bent down lower. His arms are more squared and straight. It's a bit different. Because it's the Avastras 2.0. His stance is the same. But it's the same. Slightly deeper, so I'm telling you, it was a little bit... It was A little bit. What? It's the impact that matters. It's deceive you because you think it's the same or even weaker or a failed attempt. Ah, make an X or something. Two of them. It's been so long, and for Hadra to finally die here, okay, sure, but I just don't. Unless we see it like crumble, crumble. I don't know. I'd expect last words as well, but then how they're making it seem with the energy going to the loser, so he should be dead here. It's probably. As well. Oh. Wait a minute. Didn't he say the sheath is also a part of your new build? Now he's ashing up. There's like the fog on him. I was waiting for Dad to say something like that because even though Leona told Pop, he was still wanting to help. He does the same thing with Dai, like what Mom does to him. Not too extreme, but this one has to be like a mix of button. The will of oh, friends. Are you insinuating that your grandpa died? This is a true battle. You cannot just interfere, especially if... You're just worried. It doesn't mean you regressed or anything. He just wants to be sure, like, okay, like this taxon can be necessarily wasted on like someone who has no more ore left. What could you do? Then I shall strike. Because he could have attacked any time. Talent are so like different. Can you guys step back? It's okay. They have the faith that nothing will get past Dai because he's going to win this. They're way too close. Some steep steps because they're right behind him. Ah, sorry. I feel like this episode went by fast, but I was pausing a lot. Okay, so this is like 100% Dai sword, right? Does Dai die? Does Dai expire? Pass away? Yeah. I stopped mentioning it, but it's like I just can't really imagine. The last attack. You're crumbling right now, so I think because you would and oh, I thought it was like okay, like I said, we didn't forget about it. This is Scabbard. You're finished, buddy. What's the amplifier? Oh, so it's just charging in there. Ooh. Ooh. I love the pencil colored look. You know, if there's a poster with this sort of intention, this art style in mind, displaying the last attack moments before it, that will look nice. You're laughing at the fact that you die either way. First it's like, I don't know. We need some sort of die attack with your die sword, you know? First of all, the way they're announcing it, like, the way they display the attack's pretty cool. Is it a combination Avastrash and Giga Break? He's going all out here, Giga Strash. It sounds cool still. With such an attack, I'd want to see his body, like, separated. We need to stop going back to Pop saying, he won! He won, he won. I was expecting his body to be severed. But the attack just like shattered everything from within, and now he's slowly disintegrating. I was expecting to see blood, but when I said that in my head, I'm like, how much times have I seen blood in the show? When is blood used? Unless it's a different color. I hardly remember. Anyways, the attack was still like very intentional. But I was gonna say, Dai's used everything he's had, every idea he could combine, and King Vern's watching this. What could he use to fight King Vern? It's like, this is just gonna get worse. He made it up here. You were supposed to be done from earlier, but I was like, that's just a little underwhelming, and then we had this. Honestly, I feel like I'm not grasping how powerful it is. But it's like, the reason why is because we still have King Vern to fight. So it's like, we have this. What are we gonna do then? I could keep pausing and talking about it, but he knows it himself better than me, so he could explain it. grab his hand, shake it or something. That'd be a nice, like, touch his hand. Not like shake it, but you know, like, or of like acknowledgement. Coming from below? Dirty Mr. Vern. I don't know. But they're going so slow, I was like, something's gonna happen. It's like if it was the old Hadlar, this would be an attack, but I knew he was gonna do that. They're trapped. They're contained, at least. Ah, kill Vern. I was gonna... No, I didn't know I wasn't. I was thinking, I was like, it's come from below. He doesn't want it to end on, like, a... not necessarily a good note, but, like, of honor and stuff. You're gonna take... Come. Since he's still able to... He stopped crumbling since this happened. So he might do something to... shield... They already fought. Okay, this is different then. It's like he's still interfering. The battle is done, but he was gonna go out with like that handheld acknowledgement, and you're interfering. So I can see it. Yeah, Pop's wasn't standing with them the whole time. He's just standing there like it's nothing with two tiny balls of ice, but it's enough to stop the hottest flames from the underworld. Can't really duck or nothing. Have we seen him do it this way before? He did it with What if we break the floor and they drop? Could use Glimmer. That'll take... I'm not saying it's hard to kill, but he revived, so that's one thing about him. Maybe that one life was enough to dispel it. But he's not around, so that'll take long. Is Glimmer a one-time spell? Oh, my goodness, what is happening in these in these episodes? What is gonna happen going forward? Okay, now we have the Hope in the Flames. I could change the quality of this, so it's a little bit crunchy. Probably won't be able to tell. Seems like there's no hope in the flames now. You're gonna do it I mean, you have like the opportunity to, but then, oops, sorry. I was thinking about him, like, are they gonna let him die here or die outside of there so they could hold hands like they were going to acknowledge the battle. I think Azum would just let him crumble even faster. My goodness. Just do it. What he's... Oh, yeah, I thought that had to be like in an instant. Yeah. I was like, where's Pop then? Why is he still sitting in the middle? No, I can't take any more surprises, dude. This show's doing too much. The music cut off after he said, let's go. Did he just... Okay. I'm wondering, okay, did he just die? Okay. You guys should be gone already! Or someone... Oh, yeah. You were crumbling. I was like, I don't even know how you got up. Did he end up grabbing, like... If he did grab him, this landing would just destroy whatever remains you were able to take out. But, I don't know. Did you zoom yourself? Where's Pop? No, I'm confused. I mean, he's not. To rid himself of his past, of this desperate honor building. I get it, you know. It's like Pop has his own courage soul and like a bit of Dai's soul too, what Dion was talking about. To save Pop. Is Dai the main character or is Pop? To have this moment with Hadar, I like there's. Stop going. They're just annoying me right now. Oh my goodness. You have such a nice moment and then them watching it with a glass of wine. Or champagne. It's like that's the thing, or what the pattern for when they casted the Kaglimmer. Could that have Matotiv? That's literally the only person I can think of. That bedridden old man. But how else? Who else? Unless it's Avon from the heavens. You wouldn't have. So his body wasn't left behind, was it? I'm not even saying that there was a possibility for him to be alive, that I ever thought of that. But it's. Did he stab himself? Stab. Wow. Whoa. Oh. It's so funny how easy it is to kill this guy. Why does he have regular red blood? Okay, I thought he was gonna bring him back to life, but I think that would just what's the word? Invalidate everything. This makes sense in terms of the final battle because everyone's done and now he's here. Would it be just Avon and King Vern, which would be fine with me? It's not like I need to see that to do everything. But I needed explanation, and we're only gonna get that. No ending song unless I see credits. Continue. No, this is so amazing. It started with him killing Avin. From all this time with Hadra still being alive and all the fights, he's finally dying in Avin's arms. His life is finally comes to an end, and it's like this. This is like the death he deserves. It should be done in this fashion, not just all the instances where I thought he would just be left in the fire or die after that first attack before the Giga Strash combined. This is how you do it, or I would want to see it. I keep using full circle moment to describe things in this show, and this could be described as one of them. I always imagine how they would do his death because he was such an important character, an important villain, someone that's kept recurring. Let me think. For Avin's return, I don't even know. It wasn't really shock because, you know, when I see things, I tend not to say anything because I'm like, is it real? Or is he really protecting you from the heavens, which is what I first suggested. And then realizing it was real and it's not just an image that only Pop can see or hear. It was like, okay, let him talk more. I don't know. I felt like there was just no room for shock. It was just like my thoughts immediately went to, what was he doing the entire time? How did he survive? Why didn't he show himself? Did he have to train because he knew his students could probably handle Hadra, so he had to go and advance his abilities to deal with King Vern, which he knew of all along. Now I'm expecting him to fight King Vern. That'll be even more spectacular to see rather than Dai versus him. I mean, Dai did a lot with this fight with Hadrar, which makes more sense because after Hadrar killed Avin, they had more to do with and sort out with him, and then King Vern was just someone so he wouldn't wipe out the entire world, which of course is important, but I don't even know. It's not even like we've seen King Vern with ties with Avin, but now that Avin's back, it makes more sense to see them two duel it out. I'm not saying that I'm not going to have a hand, but I feel like Avin would be the big chunk of dealing with him because no one, after Hyunko's on his knees, after that one Grand Cross that couldn't penetrate the flames from the underworld, after Pop used up all his energy holding up the flames, and then that Medro to get out, which he didn't, and then after, who else? They're just all out of it. I didn't even say Dai too. Yeah, after Dai did all those attacks to defeat Hadra. I'm not saying, oh, you wasted all your aura and all this for a fight like that when there's a bigger enemy at play. I think I appreciated this fight with Hadra and Dai way more than I would have with seeing all that going to King Vern, because like I was saying, I know he's trying to destroy the whole world to stop that, but with Hadra there was more of like a reason for all this fighting and stuff like that. So I'd rather have seen a fight with them two. Hadra's death, it like, ooh, like it hurt. I felt like a little bit of Albidas, a bit, like Pop as well, but because like you could like villains, and I liked him, so it's like, now he's gone, but I like the way, like his send-off kind of, it wasn't just disregarded. He died in the flames of the underworld, right? It was done nicely. Ooh, like it was nice to see. Okay, but yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.